Magic. What is magic? To some it is a philosophy of effects. To some it is casting spells. To some it is creating illusions, like David Copperfield, for example. To others it is a sublime art of drawing the notions of the divine, of the patterns of the dynamically changing world and those deep laws, and incorporating them within yourself through realizations, the toggle, the pierce through, the understandings, the short Satori moments, and building upon it as if in a modular database of realizations. And by incorporating it within yourself, within your mind, within your soul, within your heart, within your diamond, your spirit, you render it compatible with those notions of the numen multiplex, of the e pluribus unum, of the spiritual world. So to say, you are on the same frequencies within the clavis, the kaleidoscopic key that is triggered within you, that is complementary and compatible with the other side, with those of subtle currents, energies, powers, forces, spirits, dimensions, call it as you please. These are mere names, abstract things that are labeled in order to name a phenomena that most of the time we may understand intelligibly. That's why we communicate. We take words that mean something, but what do they mean? They mean different things to different people. Therefore, what is the pure reason revolution is to have a realization that incorporates or approximates parts of those dynamic laws, parts of those deep laws of the universe. Whether in deep meditation, contemplation, learning, intellectual work, yoga, gymnosophy, ceremonial art, performances, dances and singing, art, science, technology, politics, great rhetorics. It is to be all that, whether you may, and incorporate it within yourself. In order to achieve what? Material success? That's low magic. Money, fame, sex and all that. Any decent person can achieve that. And if you ask a CEO or a politician or a very wealthy person, does he need magic for that? They don't. They already have that. What do they need magic for? Only people that are in the precariotic zone need low magic to compensate their own ineptness, are doing anything else than gaining some little bit of sex, little bit of money, little bit of fame, even if temporary. So what is high magic about? It is to influence and to be compatible with the greater orders in order to be a catalyst. In other words, to understand and incorporate values, virtues, and modus operandi of it all, in order to walk with the greater breadth, with the greater space of understanding, of cognition, in order to influence souls, minds, and hearts. We are only artificers or non-artificers. We are negotiators. We do not create things. We may create illusions. We may create sigils. We may create servitors. We may program egregoric modular ideas that spread around the world. This is a part of a demiurgic toll, but most of the time we negotiate, we catalyze, we generate ideas. So the high magic is about the conveying belt from the gods, divinities, numen multiplex, to the magician, to humans, to the world, to spirits, to animals. It's not about impressive domination with your will, enforcing your will. That is sometimes necessary. But then it is a stance. There is a difference between a mystic who is a receptive person. He receives the divine and he realizes that. And the magician who acts and dares to act and acts heroically, beautifully, with all the splendid of humaneness. And within this act, you need to be a little bit like a mystic because you receive and you know what to do. You have a vision. That's a magician's job. And this vision you follow. how to achieve it, how to get there. There are plenty of compendia and works on occult business. More of them more serious, profound, most of them completely rubbish. But the prime duty is to experience. Life is about experience. Life is a continuous prayer. It is a continuous invocation and evocation. It is a continuous call. Life, in essence, is magic. There is no greater magician than a child that focuses all his powers on the play, on the game that he is engaged with. And us, mature people, should engage playfully and fully focused in every single act of our will, in every single reception from the gods, from the muses, from the spirits. And this is a playful art that is very mature, very robust, very profound. There is a Roman virtue called severitas. This is to be stern with dutiful understanding of the task at hand. And you cannot be a good magician if you haven't mastered the life itself. Life as a mental capacity to live, to experience, to be joyful, to be saddened in sorrow, to be great, to be wretched. How do you imagine to be a magician if you do not know how to live in your mind, if you don't have a vision? Even if you're downcast after plenty of trials and ordeals, even if you didn't make this beautiful career, even if you didn't conquer land and throne, so what? You lived a beautiful life. And nobody can teach you how to live this beautiful life. Greatness is not given by gods. It is developed within. Then you meet the gods halfway. But in all your pursuits of magic and occult business, don't forget about life itself, in your books, in your ceremonial art. Because you make yourself into a mockery. If you cannot be beautiful people, if you cannot be beautiful within to live, if you cannot be wretched, hateful and angry, if you cannot be beautiful, disciplined, benevolent and wondersome, how do you expect these spirits to obey you if you constitute nothing with yourselves, if you're just moderate, mediocre mortals with pretense to magic? You just dabble in the occult. Life is the prime exponent of magic and divinity. Life. Even in death, the dead are much more beautiful and lively than the living at times. This is a short learning on life and humaneness. How to live? If you ask this question, you're already lost, aren't you? Thank you.